Hello everyone, my name is McPeachpies, and this is just a quick little video to showcase a little redstone concept I've come up with for an automatic jukebox. Ever since they added this in the 1.19.4 snapshots, I've been pretty keen to figure out the best way to do it, and this is what I've managed to come up with. I had a bit of playing around trying to get it to all work, and this seems to be the most efficient. As you can see, it's very straightforward. There's a jukebox, a little cycle there with some hoppers and droppers, and then a bit of redstone here with a couple of observers, which I'll get to in a second. But it's fully automated, so all you have to do is load up your music discs, and you can toggle it with the lever here, so that will, if you flick the lever on, that will lock the hoppers and prevent any further songs to play, and then just flick it off to let the music flow. But the way it works, it was a bit fiddly to get going due to budding of the dropper here from the jukebox, because as it's playing songs, it outputs a redstone signal, which locks these hoppers and was also causing budding of that, so it was a bit tricky to get going. But these observers essentially are checking for updates on this hopper. So whenever that is powered or unpowered by the jukebox, it updates here, which then transfers down and causes the dispenser to dispense, which also sometimes does a loop, which can actually help to clear any not playing songs, or if the hopper's empty, it'll keep topping things up and keep things going. To build it is very simple. You just need these items in my hotbar, which is a jukebox, 2 hoppers, a dropper, 2 observers, any solid block, and I use a note block, but any block that updates with redstone signal, and a lever to turn it on and off, and of course music discs of your choice. It's very simple, so just place it down. I usually start with the dropper facing up, hopper going into the side of that with a jukebox on top, and then a hopper going into the side of the jukebox, just like so. And then you come around the back here and you want the observer up on the top facing in to the hopper at the top there. And then I usually go ahead, place the note block or similar block down the bottom with the solid block on top, and the other observer facing observing that block to be updated with the redstone. And that's essentially it. Just throw the lever on top. I usually throw it either on top of the jukebox itself, or I'll show you an example soon where I've got it actually hidden behind a wall. And then this here is usually your floor level, so that way you're facing the jukebox just like so. Again, I'll show you an example of that in the real world. It is a bit tricky sometimes to get going. I find the easiest way is if you put your music discs into the dropper, or any of the hoppers for that matter, and then flick the lever off, or on so to speak, and then on, it will update it all and get these songs going. If you only have one disc in the system, or not too many, you will sometimes get clicking of the dropper, but when you fill it all up, it tends to work quite well. Something to note is, just because of the nature of the slots available, it does fit all music discs, but sometimes some get stuck in the hoppers. They eventually do clear out, so no problems there. So here we are on the existing SMP community server, where I have got an automatic jukebox set up in my house here, and I've also got a couple of extra chests here. If we come down here, you see there's another hopper running into the dropper there that I just have for input, because sometimes what I like to do is if you go, boop, skip the song, get the next one playing, and then throw that back into there, and that'll pop it back into the dropper. And this one here I just store for extra discs, such as 11 and 13, which aren't the most joyful songs to listen to. But if we come around the back here, I've actually got the redstone hidden behind my staircase, and you can see it here. So I've got the lever hidden behind here, just looks a little bit nicer. If we dig up the floor here, you will see that we have the dropper there, the observer, and the note block, and just any solid block there. Flick that off. So now what will happen is this song will play, and then after it's finished playing, no more songs will play until we turn that lever back on again. Could put the lever, for example, on top of the jukebox or on top of the wall here. As long as it's powering that hopper, it tends to work quite well. As always, I will update down in the description if I come across any better concepts. I'm always looking to see what other people are doing. This is just what I've managed to figure out and what I've come up with. I did play around as well with having the signal go down a little bit further into the ground, but this was the best result that I could come up with. Just let me know if you've got any other ideas, or if you come across anything. I'll be sure to link it down below. But thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.